Sure, I'm Camille Calvin. I'm an actress and I'm in the film Shhhh. You get to run a lot, you get to scream, and you're just working with a fun script. Right now, I'm working on a film called The Lincoln, which is a horror film. And I also just finished a horror film called Black Hearts, which is about some vampire. That would have to be Indiana Pill Runner, and that was a really cool project. I got to work with this director, John Utah, and I also worked with Snoop Dogg, and watching him work and learn his dialogue in 10 minutes flat was pretty impressive. I mean, he had like 3 pages of dialogue, and the man just like put it down in like 5 minutes. He had it all memorized, and we shot, and he shoots really fast, and I learned a lot from him, and he's really cool to hang out with. To unwind and relax. Usually I just take a bath and walk around the house in a robe, maybe a glass of wine, and watch a movie. Sounds like a good night.
Nice.
I'll learn all the dialogue, and then I'll just think about the character, and I'll try to get into the mindset of the character, where he's been, or where she's been, and how she feels about the current situation at hand, the current scene that I'm working on. And then when I get to set, I try to let all of that go, and I just try to stay in the moment. I'd have to say, if you want a career in acting and you're really not sure, but you kind of think that's what you want, I mean, you just have to be 100% sure, because it's a hustle for real. The struggle is real. You have to just know that this is 100% what you want to do, because if you have something else to fall back on, more than likely you're just going to fall back on it. The funniest and craziest thing I've done so far is this interview. Okay, roaches, worms, and
Spiders.
I'm not that afraid of spiders. You know, I might be more afraid of walking into a spider web and just having the feeling of it being all over you, but snakes, I guess? Yeah, snakes. Snakes, worms, and roaches. Terrified. Sometimes a good song, or watching a good movie, or just sitting by myself and inspiring myself. My favorite horror film is Nightmare on Elm Street, because Freddy was so freaking funny, and at the same time it was really scary. When I was young, that was like the film that I wanted to watch it, but then again I was like way too scared to really sit down and watch it. I like had to be with someone, watching it with someone, because it scared the shit out of me. I've been listening to a lot of Sia. I think her stuff's great. But mostly I listen to older like jazz music and a little bit of everything. I'm all over the place. I can't narrow it down to one band. Favorite drink is coffee. Favorite food, frozen yogurt, mac and cheese, spaghetti, lasagna. Any of those. There's a ton of people I want to work with. I'm going to keep that to myself. Something that makes your primal instincts take over, because you're so filled with fear and adrenaline that you're at the edge of breaking, right? Because you don't want to not exist. So you're doing whatever you can to survive. That's my definition of horror. My inspiration, I've been listening to a lot of Bowie, because I was just so devastated after hearing the news. And it's sad that you only start really thinking and supporting and pay more attention to an artist after they're gone. But yeah, I've been listening to a lot of his lyrics and his music, and that inspires me, and just to see how much he's done in his lifetime, it's very inspiring. Sweden is where all the beautiful people in the world are. That's what I know. And I'm dying to go and check it out and just rendezvous with everyone there and have fun.